The first rays of the sun kissed the rolling green hills of Darara, an ancient village nestled deep within the Ethiopian highlands. Morning mist clung to the ground, weaving through the round two-cool houses like whispers of forgotten legends. Smoke curled into the sky from crackling wood fires, where women in white netelas prepared fresh injera and brewed the first cups of coffee in their jabinas. Among the villagers was Leul, the humble son of a farmer. Dressed in a simple white shama draped over his shoulders, he walked through the fields, his heart heavy with a burden only love could bring. In the heart of Darara, the market square buzzed with life. Merchants called out, selling berber, shiro, and golden honey wine. The rhythmic beat of a drum signaled the start of a dance, young men and women moving in unison, their habesha kimis and gabis swirling like autumn leaves. I must find a way to marry Jeanette, before it is too late. But fate was not so kind. Jeanette, daughter of the village elder, sat by her family's courtyard, embroidering the golden edges of her new habesha kemis. She was beautiful, her dark braided hair adorned with golden beads, her almond-shaped eyes reflecting the flickering flames of a coffee ceremony. Her mother poured steaming coffee into small siny cups, the rich aroma filling the air. Yet despite the warmth, Jeanette's heart was cold with sorrow. "Mother, why must I marry Hailu? My heart belongs to Loyal." But Jeanette's mother only sighed, adjusting the Nutella draped over her head. "Your father has decided. Hailu is rich. His father owns caravans that trade with the great cities of Aksum and Gondar. Love is a luxury, my daughter." In the elder's house, under the glow of oil lamps, Chief Bekele, Janae's father, sat cross-legged on a woven mat, his weathered hands gripping a wooden prayer stick. Before him stood Hailu, a man of wealth but no honor. His white gabi was lined with gold trim, and at his belt he carried an ornate curved dagger. "I will bring 50 cows, sacks of gold, and fine silk from Harar as my bride price for Jeanette." The elder nodded. It was more than enough. "Then it is decided. In 3 days you will marry my daughter." Lul wandered into the fields, his mind racing. That was when he saw him, Abba Mesfin, the old hermit, his ragged netela flowing like mist around his frail body. He leaned on a wooden staff, eyes filled with ancient wisdom. "Why do you grieve, my son?" "Jeanette is promised to another. I have no gold, no cattle, only my love." The hermit smiled. "Love alone does not change fate, but courage might. Deep in the sacred forest, beneath the oldest sycamore tree, lies a treasure, gold as pure as the morning sun. It is said that only the one with a true heart may take it, and only if he is willing to pay the price." Hope flickered in Lul's chest. "I will find it." Under the silver glow of the moon, Lul ventured into the sacred forest. The wind whispered through ancient trees, carrying the voices of ancestors long gone. Shadows twisted between the gnarled roots of the mighty sycamore tree. This must be it. With trembling hands, he dug at the base of the tree. Hours passed. Then a glimmer. A chest of pure gold emerged, carved with ancient Giz inscriptions. Lul reached for it, and the ground shook. A chilling laughter echoed. From the darkness, Hailu and his men emerged, swords gleaming. "Hailu, you thought you could steal riches meant for a real man?" But the moment his fingers touched it, a storm erupted. The sky darkened, the earth trembled, and a golden mist rose from the chest, swirling around them. The gold turned to dust in Hailu's hands. "What is this sorcery?" "Only a pure heart may take what is sacred. You, Hailu, are unworthy." "It is a curse." Lul, shaken but unscathed, fell to his knees. He had passed the test. At dawn, Lul returned to the village. Hailu, shamed and broken, had disappeared. Before the entire village, Janae stood beside Lul, her voice steady. The elders murmured. Then, Chief Bekele, after a long silence, smiled. "Perhaps love is the greatest treasure of all." Drums thundered, women ululated, and the sweet aroma of coffee filled the air. Lul and Janae sat under the great sycamore tree, dressed in fine Habesha chemis and shamas, surrounded by their people. The curse had been broken. The gold had turned to dust. But love remained eternal.